Welcome back to Yellow Duck Motorsports coverage here today of the Heart of the Hunter Historic Rally. We're at Ellalong here for the control point. Nice looking Holden Piranha here. XU1, not mistaken. Not something you see every day now. Most competitors seem to come through this control point. I think a few have missed it. They fell into the trap by the organiser. From here they headed off towards Cessnock for a lunch break. Much needed, I would imagine. Great weather has presented itself for this year's Heart of the Hunter. Nice sort of sunny winter's day. Which is great for these old cars that are not all that keen on the wet weather. Nice looking Alfa Romeo there. It's one of the cars you can certainly hear coming. Another group of competitors travelling in a bit of a convoy there. One of the things I learnt very early on in navigational rallying is don't follow the other guy. Don't always assume that they know where they're going. Make your own decisions and back yourself. Oh, that's a fancy looking BMW there. My goodness. Don't see them all the time these days, do you? Australian Historic Rally Group run a number of rallies through the year. First event every year is the Fluffy Duck Rally. Then the Des West, Heart of the Hunter, and then the Evan Green Rally to finish the events off for the year. Plus usually a bit of a Christmas run as well. All pretty good events to go to if you're interested in driving your classic car. The events are all held in the Hunter Valley area to some extent. What do we have here? We have a big convoy of competitors here. Follow the leader. Great big Falcon, Fairlane, whatever it is. Yes, navigational rallying is a great way to use your classic car. Go places you perhaps haven't been before or wouldn't normally go. Backcountry roads, little villages that you wouldn't normally drop into. So it's well worth getting involved with. Not particularly taxing, as long as you keep your wits about you. One of the other great mistakes that can happen when you're out navigational rallying is to get into a conversation with the navigator and maybe reminisce about the last time you drove on this bit of road, or some event you did in the past, and that distraction can be enough to miss the next point, or to miss a board, or make that mistake. In this style of event, that mistake, one mistake's enough. One little Mazda there. There's this fancy Renault as well. My goodness. Get very big cross section of types of cars here. This very fancy Renault. And at the other end of the spectrum, a little Daihatsu. Mighty little Daihatsu, this one. It went in the Rally Roads to Rally event earlier in the year, which involved driving along Horseshoe Road, which is one hell of a bit of road, and certainly not the smoothest bit of road I've driven on. I'm amazed the little Daihatsu got over some of the big drainage ditches that were in that road, but it did, and here it is. No worse the way. So it doesn't really matter what you own. You can get out there and drive it around and go in these style of events. Bit more luxury there. Some sort of modern thing. Probably air conditioned. Or probably worse, it's probably automatic. The scourge of the modern car industry is the automatic. Product of a deranged imagination, I think. That's something you see every day, a Mitsubishi if I'm not mistaken. Next event on ARJG's calendar, I think, is the Evan Green towards the end of the year. Haven't any details on that event, on where it's going or starting as yet, but I'm sure if you have a look at the club's website, you'll get all the info you need to know about that event. Alfa Romeo here. Nice thing. Even a Porsche. Or is it Porsche? Never been sure on that one. From middle along here, competitors headed roughly towards Cessnock and then out into the winery areas, just west of Cessnock and north of Cessnock, depending on how you're looking at your map. And for a lunch break. From there they headed up into the Hunter on a route that took them up going along where the Hunter Valley, the Hunter River is. Then on to Cessnock in the end, the finish for the day. Well, that's about it for this part of the report. Tune in a bit later in the show for continuation.